I love it. Huh, they're slowing down. Dzień dobry. How are you?
Very good.
Nice to meet you.
This way. Hello.
Hello.
We are from Polish border guard.
Oh, you're from the Polish border guard?
Yes, of course. Do you have any papers?
This one has to lose his job. Otherwise, no, I have to fire this one. This one, I have to take his salary because we buried our horse here.
Hello, 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 my lovelies. Hello, and how are you doing today? I hope each and every one of you are doing well and staying very safe in Kenya and Uganda, please. I hope. This morning I heard the stories about the flooding and the rain and all that stuff, bad stuff that is happening. So I hope each and every one of you and your families are pretty safe. We are praying for you. Okay, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bazungu Pebbles. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure as always having you here with me. It's another night of reaction. It is Saturday night, very late, and I thought, why not do a reaction? Because I saw Dee Mwango posted a video. I was over that Cleo stuff, so I'm like, you know what, I don't even want to be bothered to react on Cleo anymore. Enough of that, you know. And then I saw Dee post a video, and of course it is a clickbait, thought provocative video that she wants reactors to react on. And it's one of the things that bothers me when we react on these things. People complain and say, why don't you go and react on the little short guy over there in Ghana? What am I? Why don't you go and react on What Am I? What Am I does not have this kind of drama. Miss Trudy does not have this kind of drama. Yesterday and 3 days ago or 2 days ago, it was I Am Marwa in the village with a hater on the couch accepting gifts and acting like he is a buffoon. Do you see What Am I doing that kind of stuff? Now today it is Dee Mwango posting a video or a title saying that, oh, I am detained by Border Patrol until, which is sort of a clickbait because it makes you think that she was really detained for a very long time, which she wasn't. It was, yes, they stopped her. I would say, is it detained? Not really. She wasn't detained. They stopped her. But it is a clickbait. We all do it sometimes. I'm probably going to put the same title on my video. Dee Wango was detained in Poland, something like that, just to get people to click on the video. You know what I mean? But when you post things like that, of course we're going to react on it, Dee Wango. When you make a video with personal information, of course we're going to react on it, because that could have happened and no one would have had to know. Nobody. She could have kept that a secret. It could have been her personal secret between her and her husband and the Border Patrol's ICE agents. In fact, that's what my title is going to be. ICE detained Dee Mwango. Dee Mwango is detained by ICE. That is going to be the title of my video. Why not? Like Dee says, why not? So welcome to my channel. Please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if the content interests you. Hey, and leave your comments always in the comment section, even if it is to say, hey, Pebbles, I'm doing well. How are you doing, girl? Yeah. I love to communicate with you guys. So let's get into it. Today, Dee posted a video saying that she was detained until, maybe permanently, by Border Patrol. And so I had to click on that video to watch that video. Yes, I literally watched the video. I did not go to the transcript and do the usual shortcuts that we do. I had to watch the video because I'm like, what is going on? What do you mean she's detained? I knew that Dee is not illegal in Poland. I know that. I've been saying that she's not illegal for a long time. I don't think she would risk being illegal in a country like that. Nobody's that stupid, okay? Come on. So, as always, she decided to go out and explore the area. And she loves doing that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. But when you are in a country like that, where we have been saying that certain countries, they're very arses, so you have to be very careful. You can't forget that you are a black person. And sometimes it appears that Dee forgets that. Like, you know what? I'm a black girl. I have to be careful. According to her, everybody is nice. Hold one moment. I have my tea that I need to drink because, hey. That's my lemon balm tea. I don't know if any of you here drinks lemon balm tea, but if you don't, and you want to, relax. I drink it at night. It's better than any sleepy tea, honestly. It calms your nerve, and you will get a good night sleep from drinking lemon balm tea. Okay, if you have anxiety issues, this is the tea that you can try. Okay, I'm not a doctor, so consult with your physician before you drink any type of herbal tea. Anyway, so let's get back into the Dee Mwango saga. And as I said, she likes to go out and explore, and what she doesn't realize is that, you know, sometimes you have to be careful because you're in a foreign country, you know, and I realize that a lot of people, they do this. For example, there are certain types of people who would not go to certain areas in Brooklyn or the Bronx, but they would go to somewhere like Jamaica, and they would go to a bad area in Jamaica alone to explore at night by themselves. But they would never do it in the country that they're from. And it's the same thing with Dee Mwango. She rarely went to the slum, and if she did, she had to go with bodyguards or someone who, you know, knows somebody. But she's out there in Poland, driving around in neighborhoods in the village, talking about, I want to explore and I want to meet the people and just be friendly to them. And because they're so friendly here, everybody's friendly. They're never arses. I don't care what people say. No one here is arses. They are so friendly to me. I'm sorry. By the way, let me just interject to say this. Earlier, when I made my post this morning about the flood, there is one, I think one of Marwa's Team Marwa minions who jumped in to just spoil the entire thing. She had something to say. She said, oh, you're a good person. Bazungu Pebbles, you're a good person for posting this. You know, why do you, if you're such a good person, why do you react on all this negativity? You should just react on positivity. And I say to her, this is not negativity. What is negativity? What is negative about this? What I'm reacting on is what Dee Wango posted today. This is not negativity. I'm just repeating what she posted today and laughing sometimes about it because it's hilarious. Okay? And so not because I react on someone means that, or because I react on Marwa and Dee means that I'm a bad, evil person. No. And at the same time, not because you see someone praying every day or they're in church every Sunday means that they are a good person. No. Come on, man. Have some common sense. Please. Stop being so judgmental and judging people by what you see, what their face card, what they put out there. I'm sorry. Anyway, so now you're spoiling my story, lady. I don't remember the name of the lady who came and said that. I'm like, why are you saying this? Like, what positivity? Do you think that the positive reactors who call themselves positive, do you think that these people are good people because they are on Marwa's side? What is wrong with you? Not because someone is on Marwa's side or they're reacting against us means that they are good people. They're also bad people, because to me, if you think that my reaction is negative, then their reaction is negative as well. It's no better than my reaction. In fact, it's worse. because sometimes they make up stories just to get views. And I don't care. Nothing is wrong with that. If they want to do that and make money, then that's on them. Anyway, let's get back into the Dee Mwango thing. So, you know, like I said, she thinks that all the people there, they're very nice and they're this and they're that. But who do you think called the border patrol on you, Dee Wango? It is those very same people. They were probably looking out their window, looking at you, the border patrol pulling you over. They called the border patrol on you. So anyway, she was stopped and they started asking her questions. And like I said, it appears that I don't think these people were just randomly patrolling the area. I am sorry. According to Dee, that's an upscale area. Why would Border Patrol be in an upscale area looking for illegals? Come on now. Make that part make sense. No, unless it's some sort of construction job or something like that. They're going on a construction site to see if there are workers there or something like that. But no, not just randomly walking on the street. That's not where they would go to pick up an illegal. So someone called the Border Patrol on Dee Wango. And her little minions are here again saying that, it is those negative reactors. They want to see you go down, Dee. It is them who call the Border Patrol on you. Oh, come on. You don't have any common sense. These people don't know where Dee reside. How are they going to call and tell them, oh, go to so-and-so? If that was the case, they would have sent the people to Dee Mwango's home, not in the neighborhood. Maybe, like she said, it was 5 minutes drive away. It seemed like it was more than that from where she resides. Come on, it's someone in that neighborhood that she was walking through, those neighborhoods. One of those people, one of those households, somebody called, or maybe a few of them call the Border Patrol on her because she's a black woman, whether she wants to admit it or not. They just see a black woman out there with a camera walking around, talking to herself, by herself.
Okay, so welcome to this other new village, and we just want to keep walking, see if we could meet some interesting people, have a conversation and all that. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So specifically where I am, welcome to Eastern Poland, and being African here, it's very thrilling. These are kind of traditional Polish houses. Then now we have the modern houses like that one right there. Very nice. I love it.
And they thought, this is very strange. Let me call the Border Patrol. They did not call the police. They could look at her and see she's an African. A lot of them, you look at them and you can see the features. She's an African. They're going to call ICE or Border Patrol, whatever they call them over there. They pulled her over. She's like, hey, how y'all doing? Hi. Thought she, you know, they were there to get shout outs. Dee thought this was a shout out moment. Unfortunately, it wasn't. They stopped her because that's who they came for. Somebody called and that's who they came for. And they started questioning her. And instead of just being direct and answer the questions that they were asking, Dee decides to volunteer more information.
They're slowing down. Dzień dobry. How are you?
Very good. Możemy?
Nice to meet you.
This way. Hello.
Hello.
We are from Polish border guard.
Oh, you're from the Polish border guard?
Yes, of course. Do you have any papers?
I have them on my phone.
Okay, but where's your passport?
At home. I'm just walking around.
Okay, but where do you live?
I live in Hutkov. Hello, how are you?
Okay, so
Yes.
show me your passport. What
On
are
my
you doing?
phone.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just walking around, checking out the village with my bike right there.
Okay.
So nothing much. I'm a YouTuber.
Okay.
Even right now, my camera is rolling.
Okay.
So just to let you know. Okay, I can show you on my phone. So I'm currently married here, and I live in Hutkov with my husband.
And he's a citizen of Poland?
Yes, he's Polish citizen.
Okay.
Okay. I have my Kenyan passport.
Your passport,
We have
Kenyan, your
okay.
Kenyan passport.
Passport, residence permit.
My residence permit is under process right now, so I have the marriage certificate and I have the waiting thing that I was
Okay.
given by the immigration at Zamość. Sure.
When did you came to Poland?
I've been in EU for the past, I came in October. Then I've been traveling around Schengen region. Then we got married in January this year.
Call to
I've
your
been here.
husband that he bring your passport here.
Okay.
It's possible.
All right, no problem. Let me call him.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, baby. So with me here is, they say they are border control
Dzień dobry.
people. So,
Wait, baby. Okay.
okay, then carry the relevant papers, including the waiting thing and all those things, so you come with them.
Yeah. No worry, I'm coming.
Okay, sure. We don't live far away, we just live down there.
Now, some people are saying that this is a setup and it is fake. No, I don't believe that this is fake. I believe that this one is real. The video she made 2 days ago, making it seem like she met some racist people for clickbaits, no, that was a setup, that was fake or whatever. But this one is real. These are not fake people. Her and Petoa didn't plan this together and, you know, find a few of their friends to do this. No, those were real border patrol. But then again, Dee lies so much that you don't know when things are truthful and when it's a setup or when it's a lie. Is it possible that they could have set this up? Absolutely. There is a possibility, but I'm still going to say that I truly believe that this was real. I do not believe it was fake. If other people wants to believe it was faked or fabricated, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. So please, let's not judge those who have their own opinion, but it was not fake. And I don't think any reactor or any hater called the border patrols on Dee. I think it was one of those very same people that she's saying is so nice in that neighborhood called the border patrol on her, okay? So they asked her for her papers and she said it's on her phone. They asked her for her passport. She said that her passport is at home. Why wouldn't you make a copy of your passport, scan it to your phone in your email or something like that? That's what I do sometimes. Certain documents, I scan it and I save it in my images just in case I'm out somewhere and I need to present that information. You know what I mean? I don't know why she doesn't do that, but she didn't. Especially her information for her permanent residency or whatever, the application and all that, whatever they gave her, so that she can be there temporary until she received the temporary stay. She should walk with that. Whatever that yellow paper she was telling her husband to get or the white paper, she should have screenshot that and keep those things on her phone, knowing the type of country that she's in. But no, Dee doesn't listen to anyone because she thinks she can just go into these people's country and be, hi, yes, they're so nice. I'm from Africa. You know where that is? Africa. Like they don't care, Dee. Because the view of Africa in the Western world, I'm sorry, they see Africa as a very, very poor. So when you say, oh, I'm from Africa, they're thinking that you were there suffering. I'm telling you. That's how a lot of them view Africa. It's very unfortunate. And they see it as one big country, not a continent. Anyway, she told them that she's married, but live in a certain area. I don't remember the name of the area, but I'll leave clips so you guys hear. She said everything on the phone, everything on camera. Like, why? She gave them the area that she's living in. She says she lives with her husband and her residency permit is under process. Okay, it's processing. She told them the name of her husband and what he does for a living, and that he has been living in that village from his time of birth. So just like we thought, this is where Petoa has been living all his life, in that little village. Petoa has never lived anywhere else, like the previous apartments that we saw them in. That was not Petoa's apartment. This is where Petoa has been living, in that little bunker all his life. And this is one of the reasons why he is so familiar with that area, and in the woods where they had that old house where he did all the graffiti and pretend as if they were being attacked by some Russian scary people. Yeah, that was all Petoa's work, because that is his area. Okay. That's where he was born and raised, in that village. Yeah. So they asked her what he does for a living, and she said he works for a farm.
Where does your husband work?
He works for a farm. It's a US company, I think, and he works online.
So, you know, she had to call her husband to tell him, please bring her passport, because after she explained to these people all of this, showed them certain documents that she had on her phone, the only thing she didn't have on her phone, I think, was her passport and one of the documents that they probably gave her to, you know, to carry if she's going out or whatever, to show that they're processing her paperwork. She didn't have that on her phone, and they insist that her husband bring it for her. Now, she's saying that, oh, they're so nice. They're so nice. If these people were nice, they would have said, okay, we have seen enough. You have said enough. Well, you know, just be careful next time. Walk with all your documents. They did not believe her. And she had to call her husband and ask her husband to bring all these documents. And she's talking about, oh, they're so nice. Yes, compared to the ICE agents in America, they're very nice, because ICE agents really, they ask you probably 2 questions, and if you can't present anything, they just throw you in a van and take you somewhere else and then process you there. They're not going to stand there and wait for your husband to bring any documents. So in that sense, I think they were very accommodating, I should say. Now, they asked her to go and sit in the van, and she went. Many people in her comment section are upset that she did this, because they felt like, why are you going in the van? They could have, what if they're fake agents and they just throw you in the van and drive away with you? That's too risky. Don't go in the van. Stand outside. I would not have gone into that van. I would have just stand outside. I don't care, because I don't know you. I don't know if you're real or if you're fake, sir. No, we're going to stand out here in the open. If you're going to kidnap me, you're going to kidnap me and drag me into that van. I'm not going in there willingly. No, I'll stand out here. I think what Dee didn't understand is that they try to get her, you know, as comfortable as possible, pretend as if they were her friend or they were being nice so that they could get more information out of her. Girl, have you never watched The First 48 or any one of those, you know, online misery movies or anything like that, where they get people so comfortable in those interrogation rooms that the people spill the tea on themselves? And this is exactly what these agents were trying to do. If it is a real, you know, thing. That's exactly what they were trying to do, because in the van, Dee told them every single thing. Things that they never wanted to know. Dee told them everything. So anyway, her husband decided that he's going to bring the stuff. He was not at home. He said he had to run home to get it because he was somewhere walking in the woods, because this guy loved the woods. He lives in the woods sometimes. Yeah, he does. In those little bunker things. He does. Those little bunker crazy houses. He lives there sometimes. So he was there, he said, and he had to run home down some hill to get home to get the information to bring to these border agents. But while Dee was waiting for her husband, her mouth, she just would not shut up. She just talks too much. She was giving them all sorts of information. At one point, she started bragging. I'm a YouTuber. I travel all over the world. I make a lot of money. A lot of money. I am building a big house in Kenya. I also built my parents a house. Do you want to see it? I could show it to you. Here, let me just show it to you. Here you go. Here, I can show it to you. Here you go. See? I'm on Instagram as well. My name is Diana Mango on Instagram. My father's name is Anderi. My mother's name is Esther. And she was just going on and on and on with information. Like, when you run into people like these, they're not your friend. It doesn't matter how nice they pretend to be. They are not your friend. So when they ask you a question, you're going to answer that question. You do not volunteer additional information, because when you think that they are your friend, they are writing down everything the thing you tell them. And when you told them how you made over $100 and something thousand, Dee, you know that they wrote that down. Trust and believe they wrote that down, Dee Mwango. Because they're going to check to see if you're going to pay taxes. And if you don't pay taxes, then they're coming after you again. So they note that information. Trust and believe that they did. You volunteer just too much information. You just don't know when to shut up. You talk too much. And people have been telling you this over and over and over, but you do not listen because you are too arrogant. You don't want anybody to tell you anything. And that is very, very unfortunate, Dee Wango.
You can wait in the car.
Yeah, sure. It's getting cold.
How
To
far
go.
is from here to your home?
Where? Home? Where? Hutkov?
Yes.
It's not very close. It's like barely less than 10 minutes. 5 minutes.
My bike?
He'll be here. Oh, by bike is around, let's say 15 because it's bike. But with car, it's 5 minutes. It's just down the road. So yeah. I have all channels for sure. My Instagram, I basically post a lot of my travels, countries I've been, and all that.
And you post where? Instagram? Or?
Yeah, also on my Instagram. This is my Instagram, Dee Mwango, just like my passport, Diana Mwango, that's my actual name. Then I post just, private stuff, countries that I've been, when we travel, family, and all that. Building my house in Africa, and all that. Yeah. Here I have 57,000. On YouTube I have 470. Let me show you. 400. Let me see how far now. 474,000 subscribers. Here's my YouTube channel. This is our wedding day video. I put it here.
474,000.
Tak.
I'm just curious because
It's my full-time job basically. I've been traveling around the world just showing what I do, countries that I travel, beautiful, that's it. And
good money they pay?
to me, I would say it's the best job ever because the world is going digital. When I finished my university, I've never been employed. This is my job.
Okay.
And YouTube belongs to the US, Google, it's under Google, the biggest company in the world.
Yeah.
So when you work for it, it's really good. Even getting travel visas, it's easy because it's a recognized job. It's creator's job. You can employ yourself online. So I would say creating content on my YouTube, on my Instagram has really taken me around the world so much. These 70 countries plus, just from what I do. Even building my house back home in Kenya, very big house. Built my parents' house, having very decent life back home in Kenya. So it's a very good job. Very good job.
The best month?
US dollars. Okay, let me show you.
For us it's...
Yeah, it's a real job. It is a real job. Yeah, my husband is here.
I couldn't believe this girl was just running on and telling these people every single thing. Every single thing. Anyway, they asked her how long she was in the country and she told them from October to January. I could have sworn last month she said she has been in the country for 5 months. So that meant that she lied. When she said that in February or January, I think, late January, early February, I think she said she has been in the country for 5 months. Now she told them she was there in October. October to November is 1. December is 2. January is 3. And February is 4 months, not 5 months, Dee Mwango. Not 5 months. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people were saying that she overstayed her visa, because they're saying she got a 3-month visa. And if she has been in the country for 5 months already, it means that she overstayed her visa. So you give people things to talk about. So yeah, you give people things to talk about. And then when they talk about it, then you complain and you get mad and you said, oh, they won't leave me alone. They won't leave me alone. Oh my God, they need to go talk about Trudy. They need to go talk about Trudy and someone else instead of me. I'm tired of them. Why again, they go talk about Trudy because Trudy doesn't give us all this drama, honey. Drama sells, and you know it. And it's one of the reasons why you create these clickbait titles, thumbnails and titles to get our attention, to get viewers' attention as well. Come on. Don't get mad when we talk about you. And it's not hate. It's just reaction and reacting on you. Anyway, she couldn't help but to compare these border patrol or border guards or border ICE crap, whatever. I'm gonna say ICE. She couldn't help but to compare ICE with the border patrols or the agents in Africa. Oh my God, these people are so nice. Unlike Africa, they're not nice. I am treated better here in Poland than I am treated in my own country, in Africa, at the borders. I can tell you because I've experienced it. I've been treated so much better. And I'm like, couldn't you just have this incident without comparing it to Africa, Dee? Come on. How many times you and your brother gonna throw Africa underneath the table? 24/7. Any chance you all get, it's thrown underneath the table. Anyway, in her comment section, many of her minions, the people in her comment section, her minions, now they're running on as if what happened to Dee is something special and glorious, and people should strive to be stopped by a border patrol agent, by a border patrol agent. If you're not stopped by a border patrol agent, you haven't arrived. This is what her minions were saying in the comment section. Literally, there's a minion who said, oh, those ones, none of them could ever be stopped by a border patrol because they are only in their couch. This is normal occurrence. No, it's not normal. It is not normal occurrence. It doesn't happen all the time. Stop telling lie. There are many people who travel and go to different places and they're never stopped by a border patrol. No, they go through and they go through freely. Stop making it seem like what happened to Dee is normal. It is not. And you know it, lady. I couldn't believe these people were saying that. So because we're not being stopped by border patrols, we're nobodies. I can't. I don't want my tea to get cold. We are nobodies. Unbelievable. These minions are something else. They are crazy. Literally, they are. What is wrong with them? Now, I have been stopped, years ago in Canada at the border coming back because I didn't have a document that I forgot at home, honestly. And no one had to bring it or send it to me. They asked me a few questions and it was my college. It's a letter that you get when you're in college. So that I didn't know that I had to take it with me so that I can re-enter the US. I didn't know that. And I went to Canada for 1 day. Yes, 1 day. And they thought that was very suspicious. So they had to pull me into the room to say, oh, you're in school, you're in university, and you came to Canada for 1 day? How much was your ticket? And I told them it was over $1,000 because it was a last minute trip. And they started grilling me. What school do you go to? What are you studying? And they asked me that 1-2 questions over and over in different ways. Try to trick me. And I keep answering the same answer. And that's when they're like, okay, fine. But next time, just make sure that you have the documents that you need to travel with this letter or whatever from the school. And I'm like, okay, no worries. Thank you. And I did not miss my flight. So yes, it has happened to some people. You know what I mean? It's nothing special. And honestly, it doesn't give me, I didn't have a good feeling. I was upset actually when it happened to me. I'm like, why are they stopping me? You know what I mean? I'm not an illegal. Why are they stopping me? And I wasn't rude to them. Not a good thing. It is not like, oh, if it hasn't happened to you, then you are a nobody or whatever. Nobody wants that to happen to them. And Dee didn't have to do what she did, but she just wants to get views off of it. You understand? And so now when we come here to talk about it, they're getting upset. Why? You chose to record it. That is something private that happened to you. You didn't have to post it. All of it. I mean, all of it. Things that should have been completely private. Her parents' name, the area that she lives in, that should have been private as well. And all the other information that she gave them about, her paper being processed and all of that. All of that. Nobody needed to know this. But she put all of it out there to everyone who is watching her. All these people in the world. All these people around the world who is watching her. That's crazy. And when things happen to her, or bad things happen, because you have to realize that not everybody out here has a good heart. I'm serious. There are people out here that are watching her who are really haters, who really despise her, who hates her. I'm telling you, there are people out here that hates her the same way that I know there are people right now watching me from her side that truly hates me because I react on her. So because of that, I don't give out a lot of information about me and my whereabouts and where I work, what I do for a living. Am I married or single? Do I have children? Do you guys see me here talking about any of that? No, none. Some people may know, but I don't come here to discuss all of that. But she tells every single thing online. And then when things happen to her, she gets upset. You can't get upset, darling, because you can't control people. You can't control human beings. You cannot. I know that I can, so that's why I have to be careful with what I do. It's very unfortunate. So anyway, some of the comments in the comments section, this one person said, your neighbors tipped you, Dee. These people don't like black people. It happened to me just a month when I arrived in the Netherlands with my hubby. The police knocked on the door and asked for my documents. And it's the same thing I said. Some of them are saying that it is the neighbors, and then there are others who are saying that it is reactors or the haters who called the border patrol for her. It's not no haters. Nobody knows the address and all of that. Like, who's going to know the Polish address to call border patrol on Dee? No, it's not. It's the neighbors who did it. It's the people in the neighborhood. They see her pinning her bike all the time and walking around with a camera in the neighborhood. A lot of those neighborhoods, people will call the police on you or border patrol. They'll call them. The agents, they'll call them on you because no normal person does that. And they see this one black person in the neighborhood doing it. Of course, I probably would have called too. Like, what is this maniac? What is she doing out here with a camera? We don't want to be people walking out here with camera recording. No, we don't. I probably would have called too. I don't know. I do not know. So this other person said, Polish people are not friendly. They're being polite, and that's okay. They have another side, the side you don't want to see. Wait until you meet one who calls you the N-word. And I guess this person said this because Dee kept saying, oh, they're so nice. They're such nice people. They're nicer than Kenyans. They're so much nicer than Kenyans. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. They are so nice. She even did a live. She sat down to do a live to tell people how nice these agents were. Yes. And this person left a comment in our comment section and said, going around in villages, walking up to people and filming them like you know them is crazy. Walking up to their property like you own the village. You are not in Kenya. You're in another country and you can't just stick your camera on people. Either someone complained about you or you're already being investigated too. A smart person carries their identification in the country that they are in. You might own the police in your village, but the Poland is a different story. You and your family are the most hard-headed people. Immigration will investigate you even more now, and you should not go around villages looking the way you did. It's like you're filming trying to set Poland people up. Your intentions are so bad because you're dying to show the world how Poland people are. The video you made with that guy on your thumbnail trying to make him look like he's trying to tell you to go away, mentioning the word artist. Oh my God, leave people alone with your racial thoughts. You're not Pero. You're trying to do videos like him. It's not going to work. Yes, guys. So, you know, a lot of people are telling her that what she's doing is not right. And it is true. It is true. She's not in Kenya where she owns the police or thinks that, oh, because these people were laughing at her, they're nice. Like I said, if these people had believed her in the get-go, they would have let her go. You notice they wrote every single thing down, every single thing they wrote down. Now, a lot of agents would just look at the information and say, oh, okay, that's fine. But they wrote everything down, took pictures and all. So something is up for them to do that. Something is not right. For them to do that deep check, somebody made a complaint or somebody called. And they're going to take all that information that they took from her, take it back to wherever, and then now they have a file on her. Yep. Now they have a file on her. Trust me. some other idiots in her comment section said, Dee, write the local border patrol control and tell them how good you were treated. Your name will get around. What a good person you are, and no use to further them stopping you. This, some buffoons watches her. I wonder if they graduate grade school, honestly, because they really think that if Dee sends a letter, that's going to go around to all of the Polish police and all of the Polish border patrol agents, and they're going to say, that one, don't stop her. She's a YouTuber, a big YouTuber in Africa. She built her parents a house. Don't stop her. She built her parents a house, and she's building a mansion in Kenya. She invited us to the infinity pool. Dee, invite them to the infinity pool. Dee, I can't with Dee. I can't. She said, I'm building a big house, and I built my parents a house too. I'm not lying, guys. You guys will come here and say I made up these stories. I am not lying. I can leave the clips right here, okay, or wherever, to show you that she said that. I thought Marwa built her parents' house. I didn't know that Dee Wango built her parents' house. Dee, you don't have to brag. They don't care. These people do not care. And it is one of your biggest downfall. You brag too much, and it's one of the reasons why Pero picked you up. Because, as I mentioned, Pero was seeing someone else before Dee Mwango, another African girl, talking to her online. In fact, they asked her where she met Pero, and she lied. She said, he came to Africa. No, honey. You met online. You just didn't want to say it because the camera was rolling. You met online, then you brought him to Africa. We know that. But, I just don't get it. I don't know why she talks so much. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what else to say. Everybody, even the positive reactors, I saw one of them was telling her, the Jamaican girl over there was telling Dee that she talks too much. She needs to shut up sometimes. Not in a bad way, but just stop putting out the information, her personal information out there. And she doesn't listen. She doesn't care. You guys don't realize that the girl doesn't care. And this is one of the reasons why I stopped checking for her. Because even when I had left Marwa, I was still checking for Dee. And I realized that this girl doesn't care about anyone, what anyone says to her. No, she doesn't. According to her, she has nothing to hide. So if she has nothing to hide, she has nothing to fear. I don't have anything to hide either. Nothing to hide. And I don't fear anyone. The truth is, if one day I decided, hey, I don't need you in this American place, I have 2 countries I can go back to, the Bahamas and Jamaica. Trust me. Beautiful countries. So, it wouldn't be a big deal for me. This person says, hello, Dee, just to advise you as a police officer, when they ask you not to show their faces on internet, please do not do so. It is for security reasons, and by showing their faces, you failed to comply. Is it an offense? You failing to comply is an offense punishable by law. We wish you well as you are waiting for your residency permit. Please go back and blur their faces. Do the right thing. Those are not just ordinary people, and the fact that they warned you, and that is true. They told her, don't show their faces, and Dee did. She did. She showed their faces. Those faces are clearly visible. Thank you, madam. Someone says, I wonder if it was a Caucasian, if they would have stopped and questioned. Absolutely not. No, because they would assume that the Caucasian lives in that area. They would have assumed that. But Dee is a new face, and she's walking around with a camera, and she's doing it all the time, trying to get content, of course. And they didn't like that, and it's one of the reasons why they called these the border patrols on her. People telling her that she talked too much. You're now looking like Brian Vapor. Who is that? When you thought things were not working in your favor, I know you may be nervous. Try listen to your viewers sometimes. You were saying too many unnecessary things that they didn't ask you, but you kept on defending your arrogance. And that's true. One of the things is, why are you telling them that you're building a house in Africa? If you want to make Poland your country. Now, I know someone who is going through, trying to move from one country to another, to the United States. And this person is very rich, very wealthy, I would say. And she can't tell them that she's wealthy. She can't tell them how many homes she owns. Because if she does that, the first question they're going to ask is going to look suspicious. Like, why do you own all of this in that country and you want to come here to live? Why? Seriously. So she didn't have to tell them that she's building a house. So if you're building a house in Kenya, then why do you want to live in Poland? So they made notes of all of that. She talks too much. You really don't want residency here. You just want to get the passport. That is what they're going to think, Dee Mwango, that all you need is a passport, a free passport to travel around. You shouldn't have to tell them that you building a house in Africa, a big mansion. You didn't have to tell them that. That was very unnecessary. Most of the people advising you live in the West. This is not about being a hater. My wife's school in the country that shared border with Poland, and I have been to the country. Be careful. You don't understand how the people in the West operate. They can smile at you and be very polite, but can mess you up without blinking or showing any remorse. And that is so true. I have learned it the hard way in this country that I'm living in. Okay? They will smile at you in your face, dead in your face, pretend to be your friend. And then they will take you down. And you won't even realize what they're doing. Every question they asked you was not for niceness. It was an investigation question, Dee. An investigation.
Dee, you should not have given them your YouTube, and you should not have even mentioned anything about YouTube. Honestly, because now when they Google YouTube, Dee Mwango, and Google your channel, guess what's going to happen? All the negativity about you being in Poland for a passport is going to pop up. I feel sorry for you. So sorry for you that I may hide my videos that I made on you on that. Because honestly, as much as you tick me off, I want the best for you. You badly need this passport, so I want you to get this passport. Trust and believe that. And I'm fearful now that these people, once they Google you, Dee, because that's what they're going to do, Dee. They're going to go on YouTube and they're going to look you up. And they're going to see all these people talking about you trying to get Poland passport. And you're only there for the passport, Dee. Look what you did to yourself.
Dee doesn't get it, guys. You don't see. She does not get it. She doesn't get it. You over answered. I am sorry to tell you, but someone called on you. That is true. And like I said, many people were saying it is haters who called, but there are a few smart people in her comment section who said, no, it is not, it is the people in the area that called on her. But that is it for Dee Mwango for today. Now let's move on to I Am Marwa. And as I said, I'm not going to go over Cleo, who was giving out reactors secret in Marwa's villa, telling them that we go through the transcript, which is true. We do not watch them. We skim through the transcript, and that's how we get our information. But Cleo didn't have to go and tell Marwa the secret. It was funny watching them go crazy over the t-shirts, though. And each and every one of them made a video wearing the t-shirt. Even Congrats Mom. I wonder if David Jr. made a video wearing the t-shirt as well. I can't. These people are so licky. Like, are you serious? You guys are too licky, man. Come on, do better. So on Marwa's video today, of course, his video title made it seem like it was about Cleo and he wanted to talk about Cleo, but it had nothing to do with Cleo. In his description, he said he accidentally accepted a hater in his home, and this happened. Guys, nothing in his video today was about Cleo. Nothing. But he realized that using Cleo name was getting views, crazy views. And so that's one of the reasons why he decided to have this in his description and calling Cleo a hater now. Of course, he realized yesterday that on his live, not one person super chat him, not even one. They were mad. In fact, a few of them said, I am not ever going to give you any more money, Marwa. I'm going to tell my mama too that she is not supposed to give you any more money because you are harboring a hater in our villa. He said our villa because these people helped Marwa to build that villa. So really, it is also their villa. And that's why they are dictating to him to tell him who can come and go in that villa. I see nothing wrong with Marwa forgiving Cleo. I am going to say this. I see nothing wrong with him forgiving Cleo. I forgive people too, but I don't forget. But I don't have them sleep in my house. I can tell you that. I will never have them sleep in my house because once you're my enemy, you will always be my enemy. I will never be able to trust you again. It's the Sagittarius in me. Okay? Yeah. But if he chooses to forgive Cleo, that's on him. Like he said, why put him out? He was put out in America and he remembered how it made him feel. So guess what, guys? Leave him alone. Let Cleo do what he needs to do to him, and that is that. So in today's video, all he did was walk around and complain around the compound. It appears that Rocio must have said something to him today to piss him off, because you know when Rocio pissed Marwa off, he goes to the forest to talk to the trees. And today he was talking to the banana trees. Look at you. They cut you. They cut one limb here, one limb there, one limb there. That boy gonna be fired. He's gonna be fired without pay.
Just one stem. Another one is here. Look, guys. This one, he may end up losing his job. Why would you cut a banana like this? I have to fire this one. This is not a right person I have in my home. You know, you can see people from their actions. And I have to figure out who this was. This one, I have to take his salary, half.
For abusing you, banana tree. I kid you not, that's what he said. He's going to fire the guy without pay. For the way the guy cut up his banana trees. And he was just complaining the entire time about every single thing. There was not one thing that he looked at in that forest that he didn't complain about. He complained about Uncle Gutu. He said the man is now a drunk, according to his wife. You didn't know that he was a drunk the whole time, Marwa? Huh? You didn't know? He's a drunk and a M-U-R-D-E-R, and you forgave him. And you know, that's something that crossed our mind the other day. When we saw how your minions were carrying on about Cleo dictating to you. You forgave your uncle who came out of jail, and they forgave him as well. And look past whatever he did in the past. Took a man's life or a woman's life. Okay? And they forgave him. But they can't forgive Cleo. Really? No. Someone said a reformed positive reactor. What is his name? Village Echo tried to go to Marwa and Marwa kicked him out. Is that true?
I actually saw him doing a interview with Cleo in Nairobi. And I remember him criticizing Gitriba that it was the worst interview ever. But his interview was the worst interview ever. He was molesting Cleo, like touching the man on his head and touching him all over his body. He was touching the grown man and treating the grown man like he was a child. He was very disrespectful. I don't know. Cleo must love attention to invite him over to do some sort of interview with him. But it was a very crazy interview.
Is that true, sir? You didn't have $1,500 and a lot of t-shirts and a battery for a phone to give to Marwa, okay? Those are the only people he's going to forgive. He will not forgive Mayugno either, maybe later on when he's desperate and need Mayugno to do something. But he doesn't forgive you guys for free. You got to pay for that forgiveness. So I heard that Village Echo went there and he got kicked out. I don't know if that is true, but that guy has been trying to get back get to Marwa's villa for a very long time. Very long time, but Marwa doesn't want him there because you are a local. You're a nobody. Nobody. So anyway, back to Uncle Gutu, where Marwa say Uncle Gutu is lazy. All he does is drink and sleep. He doesn't want to work anymore. And the wife is complaining, and the wife is about to leave him. I guess whatever they had planned to, have the subscribers take care of them and give them all this free money to build houses that Marwa wanted to be built on his property didn't work. So now Marwa probably want that woman and her 2 children gone because she's a distraction as well, because he's just going home to sleep. Meanwhile, I heard that the wife has interest in Moses' dad. That's who she wants, because Uncle Gutu can't raise. His flag can't raise. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or if it's false. So he just walked around the compound and showed all the faults and everything, complain and cry, talk about where the horse was buried. They buried the horse right there. Like, how do you cry over a horse that you miss so much and you didn't give the horse a proper burial? You just throw the horse inside some dirt. I don't even think that the hole is deep enough, and now the hole is open in the compound where the horse is buried. It's an open hole. Imagine the scent. Imagine the disease that people can get from this. So now it's 3 horses buried in that compound, close to the river, close to the tank that they get water from to drink. Oh my God, I'm glad I'll never go to that villa. That is sick.
Like now my uncle, I told him to come and fill up this area because we buried our horse here. He has not done that.
That is sick. And these are horses that they cry over. They couldn't give a proper burial. Anyway, this person in Marwa's comment section said, Marwa, be a man enough. Stop succumbing to Rosio pressure. Stop keeping horses. You travel a lot and no one will take good care of them. They will eventually die. Sorry to say this. And it is so true, because right now Marwa is complaining about simple things in his compound. So can you imagine when he travels, who's going to take care of these horses? He says that he has 20 workers right now, but when he leaves for travels, he's only going to have 6 workers. So he is going to reduce the workers and expect them to work 24 hours, and everything should be perfect in his villa or his compound. No, Marwa, they're not going to take care of those horses. And Marwa says he even wants more horses. He wants more and more and more. No one to take care of them, no money to take care of them. It's going to be a pet cemetery because he's burying the pets, and we have been calling it pet cemetery. It's no longer the swamp. We're calling it pet cemetery because that's where he's burying these horses, right there in shallow graves. I am sorry, this is hurtful, because I love animals. I do. And I feel like Marwa doesn't really care. He just, he's doing this because Rosio thought of this idea of having horses. She just wanted to wake up and see horse so she can go out there and and pretend she's doing her music video. She just did one on Instagram and I can't with her. I can't. So she wanted horses for that, and she wants to wake up and do her pictures so that she can have that for Instagram. That was the only reason why Rosio wanted horses, and put all this idea in Marwa's head. And now he's stuck with horses, and he's stuck with all these ideas, and now he wants more and more horses, because Marwa says this himself. Once he starts something, he wants more and he wants more, and he doesn't know when to quit, and he doesn't know when to stop and say, this is not working out. This is not going to make any money for me. Guys, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Today he was in his South African shirt again and his scarf. He loved Cleo. Marwa loved Cleo. You guys stay right there. He loves it. Cleo is a clown and Marwa loves that, okay? especially when Cleo told him, I am friends with the government of Kenya. Don't worry, I'm gonna have them watch your videos. Yeah, the president is going to watch your video, Marwa. Don't worry, I'll introduce you to them. Cleo sweet talk them. Cleo has accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. He bought them. This shows you that money can buy almost anything in that village. Well, it can buy anything in that village. Anyway, guys, I think that is it for tonight. I've run on enough. I think I have talked a bunch of crap tonight, but anyway, not a bunch of crap, but I've talked about, you know, many things. Some of it was probably all over the place, who knows. But thank you for watching always. Did you hit that like button yet? And did you subscribe to my channel? If you haven't, please do so. A lot of you watch, but you don't subscribe. I don't know, maybe because I'm flaky, I could be here today and tomorrow I'm gone. I don't know, but if it's so be it, then so be it. You know what I mean? But subscribe to the channel, people. Hit the like button, okay? Talk to you soon. See you in my next video. Love each and every one of you. Please, as always, pray for each other and keep safe. Thank you and bye-bye.